So it is all here. Everything about the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra has pretty much just all been laid out and given to us. And in this video, we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. You know, everything from the announcement date to the size of the phone to the looks of the phone, of course, battery life, cameras, features, you know, all those specs, everything has pretty much just been given to us on a plate just like that. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. Now, when it comes to the announcement date, February 1st, literally right around the corner, that is next week. Let's see, today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we got 5 days from the making of this video until this phone is officially announced. And I know a lot of people are excited about it. I know a lot of people aren't that excited about it because you look at it and you're like, that looks like a Galaxy S22 Ultra. So what's the big hype about? I know, but me personally, I do like the overall design. I mean, I love the overall design of the S22 Ultra. So why change it if it really doesn't need to be changed that much? If anything, it's going to be a more refined Galaxy S22 Ultra. Those lenses in the back do look a lot bigger. Now, Samsung has been giving a bunch of teases on their ads. I mean, they're not even trying to hide it anymore. They're giving a bunch of teases on their ads about these cameras right here, especially when it comes to overall night photos and night video as well. And I'll post up a little clip right here of something that they gave away, I believe it was yesterday or last night, pretty much showing us what these cameras are going to be capable of when it comes to nighttime photography and zoom photography as well. Now, when it comes to the cameras, they are going to come with a 200 megapixel lens, which is going to give us a lot of detail in those photos, and photos have been leaked using that 200 megapixel lens as well. And they took a picture at the regular one time and they zoomed in. After taking the photo, they zoomed in 12 times and you were still able to see a lot of detail in that photo. And a bunch of other photos that have been taken with the S23 Ultra are already all over the internet. I mean, you can literally look it up and it'll come up for you whether you're looking on Twitter or Google. And yes, these cameras have definitely been improved. You got a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens and a 12 megapixel telephoto lens at 10 times. And of course, it will allow you to zoom out to 100 times zoom. And I'm pretty sure the cameras are going to be the main feature that Samsung talks about when it comes to these S23 Ultra. Now, of course, this model I have in here in hand is just a dummy model, but it does give us an idea of what this phone is going to look like and feel like in hand. And I can say, yeah, it feels like I'm holding an S22 Ultra. But like I said, those cameras should be improved. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Samsung's going to put a big push on the cameras on this device when it comes to photos and video as well. Okay, so we know the phone's going to look the same in the back, of course, and then when it comes to the front, we have that display pretty much looking the same. They are keeping these kind of curved edges. It's almost a flat display, just slightly curved. It is going to be a 6.8-inch QHD Plus display with 120 Hertz of super smoothness. So this is nothing new. This is something we've seen before, but I'm sure the display is going to be a bit brighter than last year. And it might seem a bit smoother because we are running that new Snapdragon chipset in this device right here, which I'm sure will help this phone perform even better than last year. So I'm sure performance is going to be even better as well. It might seem a little bit the same when it comes to smoothness and performance, but like I said, it might just be a little bit better because of that new chipset. Now, powering this device will be a 5,000 milliamp battery with 45 watt charging. So we do have some pretty fast charging on this device right here. Now, when it comes to overall battery life, 5,000 milliamps, it does sound like a quite of a big battery, but we're honestly gonna have to wait and see if it's going to be enough to power this device an entire day from early morning to late night. And this is another thing that I'm sure Samsung's going to be pushing out, all day battery. They seem to say this every year. They don't really say how many hours you're gonna get. They don't really mention the milliamp battery every year. What they usually say is, oh, you're going to get all day battery. It's like, okay, well, what's all day battery? Because all day can kind of mean something different, you know, for everybody. There's a lot of people that work from home and all day to them can be literally all day, or there's people that go to work an 8-hour job, and to them all day is their 8 hours. You know, if their phone can at least last them while they're at work, they're pretty much okay with that. So all day can be a little different for a lot of people. But for me, honestly, all day for me would be me waking up at 7 a.m. in the morning, you know, begin using my device and making it until 9 or 10 at night. And hey, I'm good with that. That would literally be all day for me. But you already know I'm gonna have an all day battery drain test coming with the Galaxy S23 Ultra. So make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for that video. So we got the 5000 milliamp battery. Again, with the cameras, we got a 200 megapixel main lens. We have a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto lens, and then another 10 megapixel 10 times telephoto lens, allowing us to zoom out to 100 times. Now, when it comes to certain options about this device right here, we're going to get a phantom black model, a beige model, a lavender model, and a green model as well. And there will be a model with 8 gigabytes of RAM and up to 256 gigabytes of storage. And then we have a 12 gigabyte model with 512 gigabytes of storage. Now, keep in mind that those certain specs are coming from Verizon. Now, of course, when it comes to Samsung themselves, I'm sure they're going to offer up to, or they actually are, according to other leaks, going to offer up to a 1 terabyte model. No, there will be no option for expandable storage. Unfortunately, that would have been really cool if they brought that back with the S23 Ultra. Give us an SD card slot so we can expand the storage on our device as much as we want to. And, you know, we won't be forced to buy more storage, you know, the device with bigger storage, because that just costs a lot more money, you know, later on down the road. But you know, what Samsung usually does when it comes to pre-ordering these devices, one perk of pre-ordering it usually is they'll offer you, say you want to get the 256 gigabyte model, well, they'll actually offer you the 512 gigabyte model at the same price as the 256 gigabyte. So I'm really hoping they'll do that again this year with the S23 Ultra or even the S23 Plus and S23, because they usually do that. And then of course, you know, they always have the best trade-in deals when it comes to trading in your device, even with a broken device, you know, for their new ones coming out. Now, make sure you hit the link in my description below or in the comment sections below to reserve your pre-order for the S23 Ultra or any of the other S23 devices. You don't want to miss out on that pre-order in case you know, you're not obligated to buy anything. All you're doing is just signing up to make sure you have your spot in for that pre-order so your order doesn't get pushed back. Because if you order that day, there is a chance your order could get pushed back if so many people are ordering on the same exact day. So you want to make sure to reserve your pre-order so you don't miss out on that. Now, when it comes to pricing, as far as Verizon goes, it will be around $1,200 or $33 a month. Now, I'm sure $1,200 is pretty much going to be the given price, no matter which carrier you go with. And of course, you know, each carrier will have their own deals. And then if you order from Samsung themselves, I'm sure the price will still be about the same, $1,200. It seems to be like that when it comes to Samsung and then all the carriers. But the only difference is sometimes certain carriers will have their own, you know, pre-order deals. So we're just gonna have to wait and see when that day comes to see which carriers are going to have what deals. Like I said, Samsung always has their good things going on, you know, when it comes to ordering straight from them. Now, aside from the, you know, night photography, I guess I should say, when it comes to the cameras on this device and the night video, other selling points that Samsung will possibly use when it comes to the cameras on this device is smoother 8K video recording. So yes, we're definitely still going to get 8K video recording, which I will definitely make a full video on testing out the 8K video recording on the S23 Ultra. It's supposed to be a lot smoother. Stabilization is supposed to be better because when I remember when doing 8K video recording on the S22 Ultra right here, it did look good, but it still, like, I couldn't move around too much. It was more good for just, you know, setting the phone up on a tripod and just recording that way. Once I started moving around too much, stabilization just wasn't the best. Now, they're also saying that even the night selfies are going to be good using that front-facing selfie camera. Now, of course, always, you know, when we have good lighting or we're taking pictures outside during the day, you know, selfies can always come out good because lighting is really good. It's when it's nighttime that it gets really tricky. So nighttime selfies are supposed to be very improved as well. Now, of course, when it comes to using that night mode, you know, for selfies or any type of pictures, you have to make sure to stay still, because if you start shaking around a lot like that, you're trying to take a selfie, there could be a possibility where you're gonna have some blurriness going on. But for the most part, from what they're saying, from what the leaks are saying, nighttime photography when it comes to selfies, not only the rear cameras, but the front camera as well, it's supposed to be really good, greatly improved. Now, of course, once again, the S23 Ultra is going to come with an S Pen slot inside the phone, so you don't have to buy it separately. It will come with the device itself, just like the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. So if you're someone who's big into the S Pen, if you like using the S Pen a lot, if it's that big of a deal to you, then you're not gonna have to worry with the S23 Ultra, because yes, it is going to be integrated into the device, and I'm sure going to come with all the great S Pen features that we know about. Me personally, I do use this S Pen a lot on my S23 Ultra. I'm sorry, my S22 Ultra, but my S23 Ultra to come as well. I will be using the S Pen a lot, I am sure of. But when it comes to my S22 Ultra, yes, I use this S Pen a lot, especially when taking photos from far away. You know, if it's a group family photo or something like that, or just me and my wife, and you know, we don't have anybody to take the picture for us, or we don't want anybody to be left out of the picture, this is a great tool to use because it does have that button on there and Bluetooth capabilities. So all you gotta do is just press that button and it takes the photo for you, or it will start and stop a video for you. You can use it like a wand to switch cameras if you want, or camera settings. And yeah, there's a lot of other great features that you can use this S Pen for as well. Even if it's a live translate, there will be sometimes where I hold the camera up to something written in a different language, and all I gotta do is hold the S Pen on it, and it will translate it from that language to English for me so I can understand what it's saying. So I'm sure all those same great features are going to come with the S23 Ultra and its S Pen, and who knows, Samsung might even introduce newer features as well. Hopefully, we'll see. But that's pretty much everything that we know. I mean, everything is pretty much laid out there. Of course, you know, I don't have the official device in hand, so I can't actually tell you, oh, this is performing good. It actually is really smooth. You know, the cameras are really good. When it comes to the cameras, yeah, we do have leaked photos and videos out there, but I'm sure by the time the S23 Ultra releases, Samsung is going to push out an update. It seems like they tend to do that every year. They will push out an update to improve the device even more, or even by announcement day, because I'm sure they're going to be using it up there on stage, and they're not gonna want anything wrong happening. So if something's wrong now, I'm pretty sure an update will fix that before announcement date or before release date. But February 1st, who's excited? Who's not excited? I don't care. Let me know down in the comment section. I don't care if you're not excited or if you are. I want to know. So if you are planning on getting an S23 Ultra, S23 Plus, or regular S23, like I said, don't forget to reserve your pre-order. You don't want to miss out on that. But just let me know your overall thoughts down in the comment section below. If you are excited for the S23 Ultra, what feature are you most excited for? Are you excited as Samsung is right now, the way they're just, you know, pushing out these little teasers for the cameras and how good they're gonna be? Are you someone like me? I know I'm actually really excited to see what these cameras can do on the S23 Ultra, because I'm a big camera person when it comes to my phones. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I am always posting pictures on there. A lot of videos recorded on this channel are all recorded with the cameras on either my S22 Ultra or my Google Pixel 7 Pro. Whatever smartphone I have, you know, one of those I will pick to record a video on the channel right here. And then of course, I'm also using my phone to edit these videos. So I'm really curious to see just how well this phone is going to perform as well when it does come to editing 4K video, because the S22 Ultra actually handles it really good. So I'm sure with the new chipset in the S23 Ultra, it's gonna handle it even better. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thank you all so very much for watching. This is Josh King. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.